Are y'all starting a business now? I know you got the Rona all around, but are y'all starting a business now? Okay. Are y'all continuing your business even though it's so difficult? Are you pivoting a business? Do you wish you had a cousin in your family, a sister, somebody that could help you find that money to keep your business going, keep your dream going? Well, we got her today. We got her today. This beautiful sister right here out of Ohio. Listen, I don't know what y'all got in the water out there in Ohio, but it's balls. Y'all got beautiful people. I mean, dang, Russell, what is his name? Russell Wilson's family from Ohio. That brother is woo la la. Okay. Halle Berry come out of Ohio. Jane Kennedy come out of Ohio. The Ohio players come out of Ohio. Russell Troutman out of Ohio. Now listen, y'all know Ohio got the funk, but did you know Ohio got the business, right? And we're bringing on this sister from Ohio today. This is Shanté R. Roddy, okay, CEO of She-EOs.
Go.
Hello, my people, and welcome to another Money Mondays. So glad to have you here and hope your week is off to a great start. Listen, I know you can tell from the introduction how excited I am about this week's guest, who is Shanté R. Roddy from She-EOs. This young lady has become a YouTube phenomenon in the sense that every single time you turn around, she's hearing from someone who has gotten a grant to aid their business, to keep it staying afloat, or to keep the business getting off the ground, or even helping in pivoting. And her information has just been phenomenal. The content is just great, and everyone is sharing those videos back and forth, which is helping to build a community of collaborative minded business owners, in particular female business owners. Shanté R. Roddy is the CEO and founder of She-EOs, and she is a boss talker. In addition to her successful YouTube channel, she's an advocate, entrepreneur, teacher, philanthropist, master networker, and CEO. She-EOs is a global media marketing company, network, and movement, amplifying the influence and impact of female leaders, entrepreneurs, and small business owners. As they say, she can. Yes, she can. And even more importantly, she did that. Well, guess what? Shanté R. Roddy has done that, and she's still doing it, and she's helping the rest of us do it too. So without further ado, hang out with us for this interview with this week's Money Monday guest, Shanté R. Roddy of She-EOs.
Hello, my people. It's your Negro with APTitude and host of the BLACKboard, Mickey Lee. All right, now check this out. Y'all know what today it is. It's not just Monday. It is Money, 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 Monday. Money. Okay, y'all used to be able to sing. I know y'all don't believe me, but it's the truth. Okay, and here comes the marmot because that little bone just wasn't going to work. So we're going to have a little visitor for a few minutes. in our video at Sweetie Pie. Anyway, listen, are y'all starting a business now? I know you got the Rona all around, but are y'all starting a business now? Okay. Are y'all continuing your business even though it's so difficult? Are you pivoting a business? Do you wish you had a cousin in your family, a sister, somebody that could help you find that money to keep your business going, keep your dream going? Well, we got her today. We got her today. This beautiful sister right here out of Ohio. Listen, I don't know what y'all got in the water out there in Ohio, but it's balls. Y'all got beautiful people. I mean, dang, Russell, what is his name? Russell Wilson's family from Ohio. That brother is, woo, la, la, okay. Halle Berry come out of Ohio. Jane Kennedy come out of Ohio. The Ohio players come out of Ohio. Roger Troutman out of Ohio. Now listen, y'all know Ohio got the funk, but did you know Ohio got the business, right? And we're bringing on this sister from Ohio today. This is Shanté R. Roddy, okay, CEO of She-Boss Talks. Ms. Roddy is an entrepreneur, a philanthropist. The sister is the hardest working sister in entrepreneurship, all right? And I want y'all to give her a big round of applause. Shanté R. Roddy from She-Boss Talks. Hey, sister, how you doing?
I'm fantastic. Thank you so much for having me on the show.
Absolutely. Now listen, I have to tell the folks a little bit about how I found you. Okay, so here I am. Y'all know I do a lot of research, and I was going through some videos because I think I was looking actually for some information on grants. I'm pretty sure that's what it was, either some information on grants or just business in general. I can't remember. And this beautiful woman came up, you know, and she had all this energy. And what she kept saying was, you can get that money. There's a grant with your name on it. You can get, now listen, y'all are sitting here and not following up with your emails. You need to follow up with your emails. If I got this money and I've helped over 1,000 people get money, you can get that money, but you got to go for it. And I was like, who is this? And she got all her pink background and all this kind of stuff. So I said, well, now who is this? I watched a few of her videos and I was hooked. So y'all know I'm going to put her videos in the description box. And that's how I found Shantae. Now, what she doesn't know is her videos led me to apply. I had already applied for the McBride Sisters She Can Thrive 2020 grant. But because of Shantae, I went ahead and applied for, it's something I'm still in the running for right now. And I can't actually remember the name of it because I have like 3 or 4 that I'm going for now. But for example, just this week, she talked about a newly released round from the Comcast Rise grant.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So that's an example of the type of content you're going to find on Shantae's show. So that's how I found Shantae, and let her talk a little bit about more what she does.
Yes, hi. Yes, so I am the founder and host of She-Boss Talk, which is a live show. I'm a YouTube influencer, I'm excited to say. And my goal is to really help women, leaders, entrepreneurs, and small business owners amplify their impact, their influence, and their income. So that's what my brand and my company is all about, is helping women get in the spotlight because we are powerhouses. And so a lot of times we lead from behind, we lead, you know, we're in the shadows, but it's time for us to take center stage. And my job is to help us to do that. As well as being able to help bridge a lot of the gaps that are out there and help us overcome barriers by working together. So we are also a network. We're a family. We're the She-Boss Talk family, and we're all about helping bringing women together so that we can, you know, build wealth and build legacy. So that's what my company is about. And in the middle of the pandemic, like many of us, I was challenged in my business. I've had to pivot in my own business. I was seeking out funding, trying to figure out everything that was going on and what I was going to do. going forward. And in that process, I decided I wanted to help other people. So I'm a believer in sharing the wealth, sharing information, because I want us all to succeed. You know, so many of my peers that I help, I work with entrepreneurs. So many of my peers were devastated, lost customers, had to cancel events, had lost employees, had to close either permanently or temporarily. And I just said to myself, I have the power to do something about it. I'm very resourceful. So I'm going to take what I learned and then bring it to my entrepreneur and small business peers. And that's what I've been doing.
And you know what, we are all we have all benefited from it. And you know, folks, the studies show that when you invest in women, you don't just invest in that individual, you invest in their whole community, because women
Yes.
are entrepreneurial, but they're also, what is the word I'm looking for? They work as a collective, they work collaboratively.
Yes.
And that's the spirit that Shantae is talking about. Now, in my case, you guys know I have a pet services business. So really within a matter of a couple of weeks here in California with all these lockdowns, it went from, you know, it went down to less than 20% capacity. And so I am having to pivot. And even though folks are still getting pets, the issue is what kind of service now do I offer for those pets, right?
Yes.
But one thing I really love about you, Shantae, is that because you're so optimistic, because you're full of energy, because you're full of, we can do this, then that is just like a spark, right? That ignites other women and says, oh, yeah, we can do this, all right? And as a people, you know, who have made a delicacy out of chitlins.
Yes.
Just say nothing. Okay, and especially when you look at the numbers and see what's really happening, but that's another show. Okay, all right, so now we know who Shanté R. Roddy is today, but that's not who you started out as.
Yes.
Who was Shantae as a little girl? What was she dreaming of?
Well, Shantae as a girl I was born an entrepreneur, right? So entrepreneurship is in my DNA. My mom was a longtime entrepreneur. She's been a powerhouse in many industries, working on her own. My father, he owned properties, but he was also with General Motors for over 30 years, retired, and he was doing all that on a third grade education. So I had parents that were an example, and they just let us just be explorative, and just use our gifts. So, but I've always like started off as a young person, just always finding ways to make money. And so that was very exciting. But I always, once I got to college, like my goal was to be a lawyer. So it's not like I ever set out to own my own business. That wasn't the goal. I've always been like a really good speaker, a really good debater, really good in communications. And so I graduated with a degree in communications with my bachelor's, but I didn't want to go into journalism. I always thought I would use that as a platform to then become an attorney. So that's still you know, possible that I may go to law school. I just haven't done it yet. But I've just been open to so many unique experiences, and being one that takes initiative, no matter if I was in school, throughout my entire career, because people always ask me, how did you come to do this or do that? I always get these questions, and it's not necessarily that I went to school for it. It's just I've always stepped up, taken initiative, and if I saw a need in the company that I was at or in a situation, I always stepped up. So that meant I learned additional skills that I can then leverage into other things. So that's really what brought me to where I am now. Leaving corporate America in 2014, I've been full-time in my business almost 7 years now. It'll be 7 years in February.
Fantastic. That is absolutely fantastic. And, you know, again, for you know, my audience watching, you know, I have had a varied career life just like you. You know, when I was growing up, I was thinking of being a singer, you know, so my influences were like Donna Summer, Diana Ross, you know, then like Josephine Baker, all of those kinds of folks, but also like Celia Cruz and at the time, Selena. So I was forging into an area that Black folks weren't in, especially non-Hispanic Black folks, which I am. I'm Spanish speaking, but I'm not Latina, right?
Mhm.
So I'm ADOS. And so that what I expected to be was a, Latin superstar, right? And so that's what I was preparing for. But along the way, I also was an entrepreneur. So my sister and I had a greeting card company. We had a car washing company. We had different things. And so entrepreneurship is kind of in your blood. And though you may have stints where you work for other people or you work for other people full time, you work in your hustle on the side, it definitely is very much a blood thing. It's in your blood. So
Yeah.
we have this young lady who is dreaming of being a lawyer, who has these great communication skills, and she's in corporate America. Did I miss the type of corporate area of corporate America? What industry were you in?
Yeah, so I've been in diverse industries: retail, government administration, housing, government housing, information technology. And before I left corporate America, I was serving in a role as a quality assurance officer and compliance officer for a major contract, one of our biggest contracts with the federal government. And then I left really due to a lot of the politics. I just felt like my purpose and my vision is much bigger than corporate America will allow me to go, because there's limitations, right? They put limits on you. As an entrepreneur business owner, there are no limits. I can do really whatever I want to do. There's no one really telling me, no, I can't do this. So I'm not restricted, right? I don't like restriction. I like freedom. I'm an Aquarius. So I like the freedom to be able to serve in whatever capacity that God is leading me to serve in, and not being told that I can't, or being just put into situations where I'm giving my all, and as we know, not compensated.
Right.
That's why a lot of women, and especially Black women entrepreneurs, are dominating the game right now. They're leading in how many of us are becoming entrepreneurs,
right,
because of that very reason. More flexibility, lack of compensation, lack of leadership roles. When we're leading, we're making the companies millions and billions of dollars.
Right.
And if we can do that for them, we can do that for ourselves.
Absolutely right. Absolutely right. And I love what you said, about understanding that when you're working for somebody else, and there's nothing wrong with working for anybody else. So let me put this disclaimer out here right now, because I do watch a number of shows, and I do see that there is a energy out there in Black social media, especially, where they're like, oh, you're working for somebody else. Oh, you're working for a job and blah, blah, blah. And you need to get your, listen, there's nothing wrong with working for somebody else, because the bottom line is you're learning skills that somebody else is paying you to learn, right? But the issue is the environment, right?
That's it.
That's the environment. And similar to me. So my last job before going full-time into my own business, I was working for local government. Now, I have always been happy to be Black, right? And that's not always a climate in which other Black people support that. And that's the truth. So I'm glad to see that the ADOS movement is happening, and I'm glad to see there is more, hey, I'm happy to be Black. But here's the thing. In that government role, I started to see that resources were going to people who weren't even citizens of the country. And the niche that this particular government office was in had to do with asthma. Well, who has a higher rate of asthma than Black folks? Nobody. And yet they weren't receiving the resources. And I found myself walking a line. Now, I did say, hey, where are the Black clients? Where's the Black staff? Where's the Black? And, I was there in a temporary role, and the people above me who had tenured roles, who couldn't be easily fired, were Black. And the head of the department was not. But these Black folks didn't say anything. And here I come in a temporary role, and I'm like, where's the Black people? So I'm saying all that to say about environment and your own personal politics. As a follower of Christ, I knew I couldn't go in there and just, mow the place down, because they have their own agenda. And when you sign that contract, you're supposed to be working on behalf of that agenda. But I said to myself, well, when this is over with, you know what? I don't really think I'm going to be able to go back into somebody else's environment and be silent about what I see.
Right.
So I'm going to start a YouTube channel. Don't know if that'll become a business, but at least get all my points of view out over there. And I'll work in an industry with pets, doing things that I love to do, which is animal care. So we're saying this to say to you that if you're in this space where your personal politics, your personal values are coming up against the work environment, or where you're not being compensated, or where the environment is causing you more stress.
Yes.
Right? Then take a look at those skills that you have. Start to use these YouTube videos and this network of people that are out there giving you the main pillars you need to make a blueprint to exit stage left. And with this ongoing public health situation, this is a time everybody is moving and shaking and moving. So if you're able to pivot and not just worry about, when are they going to send you your pink slip, you'll be in a much better position to take advantage of this. All right, so now we know who Shantae was as a little girl dreaming about being a lawyer, and then she's in corporate America. That environment isn't quite working, so she transitions over to She Boss Talk, right?
Well, I didn't initially go into She Boss Talk. I actually have another company. When I came out of corporate America after taking some time off to just focus on health, I pivoted to a risk management consulting firm. So I've been doing that for like the last 6 years. So that's like my core business, or my established business. And how She Boss Talk came about is just, I'm also an event producer. So I produce events that bring small business owners together because I feel like a lot of times we are in isolation. And then if you're in isolation, you don't have a network that you can leverage, to get that support and to be able to grow your business. So I was doing that. And out of that, I just wanted to hear other entrepreneurs or small business owners' stories, because I believe that every one of us has a power story. And a lot of times we're ashamed or we're shy about telling our story, but that inspires not only me, but other people. And then at late last year, I decided to change it, to rebrand it to She Boss Talk, and really focus on sharing women's stories and spotlighting women entrepreneurs and business owners. And I decided to turn this into a full-fledged media marketing company. So I had already laid out the blueprint. I just hadn't taken action on it. And I had just made a decision to really look at what type of business model do I want to have. I want it to be collaborative, and I want to have partnerships. And that's what I've been able to do. So I'm very excited about it. So I told you all the things that we're doing, and building a community is so important, especially for women.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. And, speaking of She Boss Talk, what I want to try to do here now, this is my first time trying this. Okay, it's my first time trying this. But what I'd like to do is try to share a little bit of your website with them, because unlike a lot of places a lot of websites where you go and it's just, product, this is what we serve, this is what, in the collaborative spirit, Shantae has created a website that has a lot of content on it for free, such as telling you what she calls the grant tracker, right?
Yes.
Okay. And the grant tracker is all the grants that she's found recently, and also tips about how to find grants for you in your state, county, and city. So I'm going to try here and see if I can share the screen. Well, let's see. I got it up on this end. Let me see if I can get it up on that end. Let me see. All right. Okay. Share screen. Let's see. What would happen if we do this? Okay. I see us there. Let's see. And we want to do it with that. Okay, so this may be working. I think it is. All right. So this
Here we go.
is her website, She Boss Talk, and you will see a variety of tabs and so forth. But two of the signature items that she has here, one is for free, and it's the grant tracker. So let me see
Yes.
if I can get that one here. So here's the relief and grant tracker, and you just click on relief and grants tracker, okay, and then that comes up, and you scroll down this page, and let's see if I can do that. Let's see. Okay, and this is an example of a business owner who had a testimonial about finding grants via the grant tracker. And then this talks about her grant cheat sheet. And I have her grant cheat sheet, and it is some of the best little money that I've ever spent. It's only $47. I don't know if it's still 47.
Yes, it's still 47.
Okay, it's $47, and it is about 10 or 11 pages long, and gives you all this information that you need to consider to get your grant packages together, because this is typical information that they ask. And so it's in an organized way. And so no matter when the grant comes up, you're able to move quickly. So here you see she's talking about the coronavirus aid, relief, and economic security. So this is CARES Act information. And CARES Act information is not just at the federal, but you have to check it down to the state and even local level. Yes. The EIDL, by the way, if you have not yet received any loans from the EIDL, you still can apply. Now the grant portion of it, which was $1,000, that's been over for months, but you can still apply for the loan. Then there's the PPP information, but the gems are really coming down here below. Grant money, tips to remember, different general categories in which you can find money in your area. And then she goes on to list various grants that would be under state. So I'm in California, and it's talking about some temporary tax relief and things like that, things that are available in LA, Colorado. One of her watchers, one of her viewers just won a $20,000 grant, right?
In Colorado, yes.
Out of Colorado.
So at the county level.
At the county level. So, who knew? And if I remember that particular business owner is a hairdresser, a stylist.
Yes.
Right? Yes. Okay, so this alone is worth going to check out Shantae's website, shebosstalk.com. Here you have a Comcast Rise grant program for small business. And I'm actually going to apply for that, not for my pet services business, but actually for the BLACKboard as a media business, right? Then there's Count Me In, Crevassier, DoorDash, all different kinds. And the great thing about it is this changes frequently. So it would behoove you to check it out, at least once a week, right? So this is the kind of, now how do I get us back? Okay, let's see.
Where you trying to go next?
I'm trying to get just us now.
Oh, okay. That's on your side. You can just stop sharing your screen.
Okay. Stop sharing the screen. Okay. Stop sharing. Stop sharing. Okay. Ha. Let's see. Select the window. No, don't want to do that one. Okay. Stop sharing. No.
You're on your Zoom. It should have like that is sharing, and it should allow you to stop sharing.
Oh, here it is. Okay. All right. Beautiful. Okay. Listen, technology is not my thing, even though I helped many, many Black folks get jobs in tech. If it doesn't come at poof, then I don't get it. All right.
You did good. You did good.
Thank you. Thank you very much. See that collaboration among ladies, and how they gently say, no, try this, try that, right?
Yes.
So, I know I'm just going to take a quick sidebar here before we get back to the rest of Shantae's interview. we're living in an environment now where, you know, there's a lot of things at play, and, you know, some folks are like, oh, men and women are the same, you know, and they're trying to move us into a kind of a unisex type of, you know, identity, or where there is no identity. No, there are differences. There are differences. There are things that are wonderful, and there are things that should be improved. But one of the great things about being ladies is that natural collaborative spirit. All right, so now we've heard a little bit about She-Boss Talks. And I also want to let you know that in starting up this website, she also started up a philanthropic arm. And
Yeah.
how many folks have you helped with grant money that you raised, right, or donations that you raised and actually gave as grants?
Yeah, so this year we were able to help 12 women by providing them grant money. And so we raised money through our GoFundMe campaign, and we're very excited about that, and got donors, and not rich and wealthy donors, our peers, fellow peers that believed in us and believe in women-owned business, supported and contributed to the campaign. And we just started where we are. So many times people are like, okay, I want to do that, but everything is not perfect, or I don't have enough money to do it. We took it with the money we had, and we were able to help 12 women. And we are expecting to release round 2 of the applications in first quarter of 2021 to
Okay.
provide more grants for women.
See, ain't nothing to it but to do it. All right.
Yeah.
So we have so very much enjoyed getting to know you, Shantae, and I just know my audience is going to follow up with you. Check out your videos, which are so content rich. How many times a week are you posting right now? Seems like every time I turn around, there you are.
I'm on probably at least two, sometimes 3 times a week, because I am very busy, but I try to get on, and because, you know, COVID is on the rise, like you said, California has just gone through another shutdown. Congress is dragging their feet on passing a stimulus package, and we're still waiting to try to figure out what they're doing. And then the states are rolling out things. So this information is new information coming out every day. So I want to keep my audience in the know so that they can take swift action on opportunities. So that's why I make a point to come at least 2 to 3 times a week.
So, you know, I want to encourage you also to subscribe to Shantae's channel. Like I said, it is content rich, and there's things going on all the time, you know, updates and information that she has going on all the time. And definitely want you to take action, as she says, because even though if you already were a business owner, you're having to pivot. If you weren't a business owner, but you had a dream and you wanted to do it, you know, unless it's in the restaurant business, you know, there's so many different avenues that no matter what they do, you know, you can still find a niche, and you can still find an area where you can make money, right? And you don't have to be dependent on what's going to happen with the work from home model, whether they're going to wind up laying you off or anything. You know, you just go ahead and take action. All right. Shantae, how besides checking out your YouTube channel and your website, how can we reach you, and how can we support you? Let's talk about how we can support you first, and then we'll talk about how to reach you.
Yes. So how you can support is just by sharing our content, like our channel, She-Boss Talk, and our social media handles, the videos that we share, because there's still so many millions of entrepreneurs and small business owners that don't know that these programs exist, that there is help out there, that there is relief out there that is available for them. So just sharing that, knowing that that one little thing that you do, that telling someone, oh, check out She-Boss Talk, can potentially change a life and change a business. You can also share our resources, like she just mentioned. Our grant tracker, relief tracker is online. We update it every single week with new grant opportunities, pitch competitions, scholarships, because there's so many ways to get free money for your business. We update that, so please do share that out. It's online. Just click the link and share it. And then we have our winning grant application cheat sheet and checklist. It is a 21-page fillable PDF that we just enhanced. And we created this because so many were, now that you found the grant, then the problem was knowing how to apply and are you qualified and how to stand out and make sure that you're submitting a winning grant application. So we created that. That is available. I would encourage you to share that. It's only $47. $47 can get you 5,000, 10,000, 20, like it's done so many of the people that we've been able to help. So, and then also if you can support the She Boss Up grant fund, we would appreciate it. Any small amount, $5 here, $10 really helps build up the fund. So we would definitely appreciate it. And then connect with us wherever we are on social media at She Boss Talk. We try to keep it simple, and then visit us at www.shebosstalk.com.
All right. And you are most active on Facebook and IG
and
or
YouTube. You know, I'm very active on YouTube and Facebook, and then third place is IG.
All right. Okay, so my Negroes with APTitude, we have just added to your APTitude today, right? With Miss Shanté R. Roddy of She Boss Talk. All right, we want you to check her out, and we want you to support the various things she's doing. Share, 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 as she said. That's it for this week's Money Mondays. I'm your Negro with APTitude and host of the Blackboard, Mickey Lee. And we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.